प्रपन्नपारिजाताय तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतव्यस्य श्रुतस्य च. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is talking about the fruits of Karma Yoga. One who adheres to Karma Yoga gains maturity and becomes qualified for Jnana Yoga and gain Jnanam and thus Mukti. In this verse, Bhagavan Shri Krishna illustrates and elaborates the process of gaining maturity. Yada, when, te buddhihi, your intellect, moha kalilam, moha is deluded, being ignorant of who am I is moha, atma anatma aviveka, indiscrimination with respect to atma and anatma, in short, ignorance. Atma ajnanam is being ignorant, claiming the physical body as I and not knowing the real I. Kalilam means dirt. Moha kalilam, this dirt of ignorance or indiscrimination. Vyatitarishyati means able to go beyond ignorance. That means a person has got viveka or discrimination. One who dedicates himself to Karma Yoga will be able to distinguish his real self from his body-mind complex. One who is not committed to Karma Yoga will not be able to differentiate his real self and body-mind complex. Thus, Karma Yoga blesses a person with the power of discrimination, Viveka Shakti. When your intellect transcends aviveka and gains viveka, tada, then, shrotavyasya shrutasya cha nirvedam gantasi. Shrotavyasya, which is yet to be heard and experienced. Shrutasya, which is already heard. Nirvedam gantasi means you will attain vairagyam, dispassion. A person who has the attitude of Karma Yoga will attain dispassion in all the worldly pursuits with respect to family, wealth and pleasures. Such a person will lose interest in gaining more punyam for the sake of worldly pleasures. He will be free from the desire of worldly life. He will have detachment with respect to what he has already experienced and what he is yet to experience in life. He thus gains the qualification of dispassion. In this verse, Bhagavan beautifully presents the fruits of Karma Yoga. A person with the attitude of Karma Yoga will get both Viveka, which is discrimination, and Vairagyam, which is dispassion, which are the essential qualifications for Jnana Yoga. Adi Shankaracharya says that every individual has discriminative power within them. The worldly objects attract one's mind and this creates chitta ashuddhi, impurity in one's mind, thereby covering the Atma Anatma Viveka Shakti or discriminative power about what is Nityam and what is Anityam. This is the Moha Kalilam that is talked about in this shloka. Also, the Kalilam is because of Moha, whereby the person depends on external material and sense objects for gaining Purnatva or happiness. Ajnanam is the cause and Moha is the effect. Kalilam, which means impurity, is because of Moha. When the buddhi overcomes and transcends this Moha Kalilam by gaining Atma Anatma Vivekam or Nitya Anitya Vivekam and gains utmost purity, then it gets vairagyam towards all external objects and sense pleasures in this world and other world also. When one gains this nitya anitya vivekam, which is the understanding that Atma is eternal, permanent, and Anatma is non-eternal, impermanent, then the person becomes completely independent of any influence of external objects for one's inner peace and contentment. Here one should note that when one depends on external objects for happiness, automatically the mind is drawn towards the karma kanda or the ritualistic aspects of our shastra. The person listens to and performs various karmas like nitya and naimittika karmas, kamya karmas and prayashchitta karmas to gain material benefits. Once a person gets nitya anitya vivekam clearly, then he will stop performing kamya karmas and prayashchitta karmas. He will continue to perform nitya and naimittika karmas for chitta shuddhi. Once the person achieves chitta shuddhi and thus the eligibility to gain atma jnanam, he will completely shift focus to jnana yoga. He will stop performing karma yoga including nitya naimittika karmas. Even if he does some nitya karmas, it will be for the benefit of the world, called loka sangraha. In a nutshell, when the buddhi was not shuddha or pure, it was attracted by sukha vishayam about this world and other world. It wanted to listen to and gain knowledge about all aspects other than the self. When it gains atma anatma vivekam or nitya nitya vivekam and thus gets vairagyam towards external objects, the mind is no more interested in what it heard before or what it will hear about any anatma vishaya in the future, including the ritualistic portion or karma kanda. It is interested only in atma jnanam, that is spiritual knowledge. Through karma yoga it gains chitta shuddhi and becomes qualified to gain brahmatma aikya jnanam and attain moksha. Yada te moha kalilam buddhirvyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha. My prayerful blessings to all of you. Hari Om.